Hi there, this is Mega Supreme here with a Transformers toy review of a Beast Wars set. This is Tripredacus. I've been requested to do this review a little while ago. Sorry it's taken me a long time to get around to doing this. This was actually requested by a boy in my son's class called Freddie Jones. He was just 8 the other day. So my boys went to his birthday party. He's probably, I think, my youngest viewer that I'm aware of. Him and a couple other boys from the class watched some of the reviews, so he requested this one. So, hello Freddie, I hope you enjoyed your birthday. Sorry the review's a little bit late, but we got there eventually. So this is Tripredacus. It comes as a set. This was released in the UK a while back. So I've got all the original bits and pieces from this. So there's 3 figures in the set. You've got C-Clamp in the middle. They're all Predacons, by the way. This one's called Ram Horn on the side. And on this one, on this side here, it's, I don't know how to pronounce it. It's Cicadel. It's Cicadocon. So I'm not quite sure how to pronounce that. Anyway, together they form Tripredacus. I've got some of the original stuff from the box here, so you can see them in their beast modes, and then how they transform into their robot modes and their combined mode. I've also got their little bio as well. So it doesn't come with individual bios, but you can see it's nearly all 10s. The only thing he's got a 9 on, I think it's speed, and all this is 10s. Here's his little bio if you want to pause that and read that at all. Let's bring it up a little bit closer. Focus. So if you want to read that. I've also got the instructions that come with it, which you'll probably need for combined mode. You can see each one has got kind of like an animal attack mode, which I'll take you and show you. The hardest one to transform is actually Ram Horn. It just takes a little bit of getting used to. So it actually shows you the transformation from beast mode into robot mode, and then from robot mode into the combined mode, and shows you how you peg it all in. I do also have the Japanese version. They also released a figure called Tripredacus or something along those lines, and I don't have all the figures for that, but I do have some of them, so I can use those as a bit of a comparison. So I do have the kind of Maximal version of Ramhorn here, and the Maximal version of this guy here, which actually was in a actually packaged as a Predacon, which I'll show you a little bit later on, but in the thing he's a Maximal. And I've got a duplicate of this guy just so you can see what the other guy will look like in combined mode, because basically the Maximal version of this one is just kind of a slightly different green. There isn't a lot of difference between them, so that's about it. They're just direct repaints really. Also as well, I've got this book here, which is Beast Wars Omnibus, which I was going to show you, which gives you some information about the characters as well. The front part here is a whole set of comics which is around Beast Wars, so that's written by Simon Furman, I think. It's really good. And then if I bring you to the bits here, we've got bios on each of the individual figures here. So if I show you this guy here, first of all, so you can see here, primary function, Predacon Elder. There's his bio there. Weapons and abilities. Got a picture of him there. It's beast mode. It's weakness. And then if I go through here, I've got them all kind of on tabs and things like that. You've got DJ, which is the Maximal version of him here. So he's a Sonic operative, and they were part of the Jointrons. And there's his weapons and abilities there. His beast mode, and there's his weaknesses there, so you can pause all of that. And then if we go through, we've got Gimlet, which is the maximal version of C-clamp here, so he's a polar operative. So then you've got his bio, his weapons and abilities there, a little picture of him there in robot mode, his picture of his beast mode here, and his weakness here. And then if I go through, get to some, so this has got literally all the Beast Wars characters. It's even got all of the Happy Meal ones, which is kind of amazing. You've got Motor Arm here, which is the maximal version of Ramhorn. So he's a warrior primary function. You've got his bio at the top there, his weapons and abilities, and a picture of him in robot mode. And then down here you've got a picture of him in beast mode and his weakness there. And then if I go through, who else we got? We do have Ramon here, so this is the Predacon guy. Predacon Elder again. You got his weapons and abilities. There's a little saying, and then a picture of him in robot mode, his beast mode, and his weaknesses again. And last ones that we've got on here should be C-clamp, and then the two bios for the combined ones here. Again, Predacon Elder. You've got his bio at the top there, him in robot mode with his weapons and abilities there, and then you've got his beast mode down at the bottom and his weakness. And then last but not least, sorry it's taking a little time to show you before I've even showed you the figures, but I figured it's best to get it out of the way so I don't forget. Here's Tripredacus, the guy himself, warrior. There's his bio there, so it tells you a little bit of the individual characters that form him. A really good picture of him in robot mode. His weapons and abilities, and his weakness, none, pretty much. And then his Tripredacus, and then you've got his bio there, his weapons and abilities, and a picture of him in combined mode, and his weakness there as well. So basically his weakness is not very agile. So there we go, and then we have a look at the characters themselves. So this is C-clamp, and you can see he's kind of like a kind of a lobster type thing on here. Nice detail on here. This is you've got nice sort of ridges and bumps that go over him. He's kind of like brownish sort of colour, but then you've got like a kind of a nice sort of tint in the plastic. I don't know if that comes across in here at all. It's got nice green eyes. These bits here is kind of little antennas, can kind of move around. His legs kind of move up and down here, but they're all just one piece. You can move his waist around here, and you've kind of got his fin bits at the back here as well, which can move around. His arms, you've got a fair bit of articulation here, so they can kind of be careful not to unpeg that, but they can move out towards you. This bit's on a ball joint, so you can rotate that all the way around. Its claw opens right the way up like that, and you can really get someone in that. And for the attack mode, basically you just fold out this piece here, and that's all you do with that one. If I'm going to show you as well the Maximal version as well, so his name I think was Gimlet. So you've got actually a lot more detail on this one. So you've got red and kind of brown kind of stripes along here. You can see you've got silver bits on here as well. All the articulation is exactly the same. When you fold out these for attack mode, these actually got silver bits on here. Now this one isn't kind of the proper Maximal one, but it's pretty much exactly the same colours. There was maybe a Takara Tomy kind of anniversary figure line that had this guy in, but they've kind of rebadged him as a Predacon in it. So just to show you. So it's not kind of the original version, it's kind of like a re-release which they've done as a Predacon, but I got him because he's exactly the same colours, and the Maximal one's really hard to get hold of. So you can see him like that. So he looks pretty cool, and you know, you could have him as two Predacons if you wanted to, but yeah, just to show you the differences. So that's C-clamp. What I'll do is actually, if I get C-clamp quickly transformed, you can have a look at him in robot mode as well. It's fairly quick to do, so you just fold out his legs at the bottom here. Yeah, you don't need to do anything with that bit. You unpeg this at the top here, fold this down. You can then fold this round like this. You can then gonna open this bit up here, fold his head out like that, close this bit back up, and then what you want to do is bring these bits back up and bring these bits up to the top here, so you can kind of see them from the top. And I guess up to you what you want to do with these bits here. And if I bring the arms down, I think I bring these around like that. Like so as well. Like that. And you've kind of got him in robot mode. I mean, you can have the claws extended if you really want to, but his arms are long enough as it is really, so you don't really need to. So there you've got him in robot mode. He's pretty cool. He's probably my favourite of the bunch. Give him a close up of the head sculpt there if you want to have a look at that. It's just on a ball joint, so you can kind of move it around a little bit. The arms you can kind of rotate pretty much all the way around. All of these bits are on ball joints here, and this is on a pivot thing that you can move around, and you can open and close the claws as you like. You do have waist articulation. The feet are on ball joints as well, and you can move the feet around. You know, you are stuck with this bit down at the bottom here, so you can't get loads of different poses with him, but he does stand up very well because he's got wide feet here, so he's got heel at the back here, and also as well, a lot of the time these bits kind of touch the floor anyway, so you know, you can get him standing up that way if anything else. So yeah, he looks pretty cool. And then I'll just quickly show him alongside Gimlet, so you can see what those two look like alongside each other as well, just to see some of the differences on the figure. Like I said, it is literally just the paintwork on the two. I know this isn't like a proper comparison because this isn't the you know, the Maximal set as such, which I haven't got, so but as close as I can get, and I thought it's just worth sharing you guys so you can get an idea of what they look like anyway. And plus, well, this guy's quite affordable, so he's easy to get a hold of. I think he's about 30 quid, something like that. So you can see the head sculpt actually's got a lot more detail on it. There you go. Got silver on here, which this guy doesn't have. A lot more detail around here, and all the sort of bits that are around here. Silver down his legs here as well, and obviously silver when you fold out those bits as well. So you've got that. One thing he doesn't come with is the gun accessory with this one, because well, the Maximal kind of set would, the Japanese set would, but because this one was an individual figure that was re-released, it doesn't come with that bit, unfortunately. So that's unfortunate, because you then use it for the gun in combined mode, but I'll show you that later. So got him transformed, so that's C-clamp there. We'll next have a look at this guy here, and he's a little kind of flying bug thing. He's kind of got like a little kind of stinger, I guess, on the front. The wings you can move all around on ball joints, and the back ones here as well. So you can move those around. He has got an attack mode, which just kind of involves really just getting these kind of wings out like that. Gives him a larger wingspan, and these bits are also then used in robot mode as weapons and in combined mode as well. What you want to do, you see you've got the combined head kind of showing there. So you want to fold these arm bits up. Actually, if I unpeg these side bits first of all, this is then how you get the legs out, like this. Fold the legs out like that, straighten them up like so. Then you want to peg these bits back in like that. Bring the arm bits to the side like that, and then bring this whole piece down as one. If you can, it kind of comes unpegged because it does that for its combined mode here. You'll then have this piece in here like that, and then the head comes out from here, so you can just get this folded out like that, and then you've got him in his robot mode, and then it's kind of, you have the wings. You can do what you like with the wings, but in the kind of diagrams they have it kind of all the way up like that, and then you take these bits off, so they come off like that. There's a little thing that they plug into. Same on the other side. That's weird. They don't seem to go in that hand so well. Yeah, for some reason they don't peg so well into the other hand. I think maybe maybe this is off a KO set, this other sword. I'm not sure because it looks a slightly different colour, but the idea is they're supposed to peg into their hands on either side like that, so he's kind of got these nice cool swords which they look pretty good. Articulation again, head on a ball joint, can rotate all the way around. These wing pieces again on ball joints, so you can move them up, down, wherever you want really. Legs as well, all the way forward. You've got kind of two bends in the knees there. You have to be careful, this bit sometimes comes apart in the middle there, but you can kind of spray the legs out like that as well, and he kind of stands up pretty well. The arms again on ball joints as well, so you can move those all around to get some decent poses. And he's a nice kind of figure really. So there you go, you've got him in robot mode there. I won't compare him to the other one because obviously he's exactly the same, but here you have him alongside C-Clamp there, so you can see what those two look like together like that. And then we'll take a look at the last one, which is a ram horn. Now this one's the awkward one out of the group. He does take he's very fiddly to transform. There's kind of a lot of kind of parts forming and things messing around with it. So this is him kind of in his kind of beetle mode. So you've got the kind of snout at the front here, his little arms here, and this bit can kind of move up and down, as can the snout here as well. These bits are on ball joints as well. The legs that are attached to here don't move because they're kind of a part of the robot leg, so they don't do that. Then he's got his own kind of attack mode here. This is kind of a couple of solid pieces here. You fold this bit out here, which is a job in itself. Here we go. So you just have to move this bit forward first of all to do it. See what I mean by this guy being tricky? See. Now that is supposed to stay attached to this bit in here, like that. So from memory, I think how it goes is, if I get him kind of resembling his beast mode again, you have this bit that kind of comes out like that. But you know, as soon as you kind of do anything with him, he's all kind of a mess, and everything kind of falls out to place. Just show you in the transformation is kind of, you just want to unpeg everything. He's, you know, very loosely kind of curled up into a ball to get him transformed, really. You know, he's kind of awkward to do, really. So let's get these done. It's not too bad getting him into robot mode from his beast mode. You know, the main issue really is actually getting him, is when you get him into his kind of combined mode state, trying to get him back into anything. So he is a bit of a nightmare to do. The one thing I'm missing here is the option, you bring this bit forward here like that. This is going to be his chest plate here, so I forgot that. And of course the instructions show you how to get him from beast mode into robot mode, but they don't show you how to do it the other way back, and they also don't show you how to get him from combined mode back into his beast mode or robot mode. So there you go. So that's him in his beast mode, robot mode. Sorry. You see he's got a little face in there. He's got a little jaw and everything else like that. It looks quite cool. He's got little teeth to him here as well. Again, everything's on ball joints. You can use this as a weapon that just kind of plugs into his hand like that. So he's got this as a little kind of axe sword thing. And of course his hands are kind of little slicers here as well, and the shell bit can fall down sometimes. That's a bit of an issue here, but yeah, he's not too bad in robot mode. He's just fiddly, you know, especially in beast mode, trying to do anything with him. As soon as you start doing anything with him, everything kind of comes attached and looks generally a bit of a mess. I'll compare him against the Maximal version here that I've got. Again, this was like a reissue set, so it wasn't the original release of Tripredacus that came out in Japan or anything else like that. So this was re-released by Takara Tomy. So it may have been 10th or 20th anniversary, something along those lines of Beast Wars. Probably 10th. Has it been 20 years? I'm not sure. But I'm just doing this off camera very quickly so I can show you what he kind of looks like. And kind of, it's not too bad once you've done this guy once. Kind of get to know how it all works. Sorry, nearly there. And show you this guy here, and then you've got this guy here in robot mode. So you can see the main difference is you've got a lot more colour in around here, because you've got the red here. The eyes actually stand out quite well, and you've got red bits on here. The browns as well are slightly different as well. But yeah, not a lot of difference. And his weapon here is kind of red rather than the brown colour here as well, like this. I think actually both this one and Gimlet also came with like a DVD with them as well. So you can see that one's actually packaged as a Maximal there. And actually on theirs, they've actually got these head bits slightly different, so they've got them like that. Instead. So, I don't know if that looks better or worse, to be honest with you. So that's them in their robot modes. I'll bring them all in so you can see what they all look like together as part of the group there, Tripredacus, as a group there. What I'm going to do now is get them all transformed, and we're going to have a look at them in combined mode. So I'm just going to show this with this set, and then I'll compare it to the other set that's all combined, so I won't do both lots of transformations. Right, let's get him transformed. Right, okay, I'm going to start off with excuse me, C-Clamp getting him transformed. So first thing you'll need to do, remove this down at the bottom here. So take that off, put that to the side here. Just show you as well, you've got a little rub sign just at the bottom here. So these are the heat ones, so if you pop your hand over it, you'll see a little Predacon symbol come up. It's quite difficult to see in there, but you've got that in there. And you kind of transform this bit back into his beast mode, so you put his legs together like this, peg this bit together like so, like that. Open this bit up, pop his head back in, close that in like that. Turn this around here. These are going to become his feet. So if you come around this is going to be the kind of crotch piece here. So open this up like this. Open his feet up like that. Same on the other side. Have it pointing down. Open it up like that. And that's kind of the front of the feet like that. I guess if you really wanted to, and you wanted to give him ultra big feet, you could have that come out as well if you wanted to, but I think his feet are plenty big enough as they are. Then you'll twist this round, pull it out like that, and you'll notice a little peg comes out and these two clips here, and this is what you'll need for to get them transformed. And then on the instructions here, it shows with the let's make sure I've got that right. Yeah, it shows with this back piece twirled around, actually like that. I guess you could do it so it's like that. You have then got, you know, quite visible these bits showing out the bottom there. So I'll just do it how the official transformation shows you, with that bit like that. And so you've got that all secure. Right, okay, so we've got that bit done. So that's going to be the bottom piece. Next up, if we take the head piece, I'm going to put C-Clamp to one side and start on the next one. And again with this one, you kind of want to transform him almost back to his beast mode. So you open this bit up, move his head back into that little compartment here. You're going to pull this bit up here, which is his head, like that. You're then going to get hold of his, actually bring all this up, because you're going to need to bring these hands into this section here. Fold them in towards each other like that. And then what's going to happen here is these arms here are going to fold in together like that. And they're supposed to kind of peg together just in the middle there like that. Okay, these bits want to open up as well, like that. This piece here is going to open up and slot into the side like that. Then you're going to fold up these leg bits and pop them into here, like that. Same on the other side, fold them up, pop them in, like that. Fold these bits down, like so. And then you can move these bits down. This bit needs to open up. Fold these bits down, like so. And then what you need to do is, you've got this bit here, is where you've got the hole here, that's going to peg on to this bit here, and these bits are going to peg into here. So if you line it up, you have to kind of pull these bits out a little bit, these leg bits out a little, peg that in like that, and then push it down until it all clips into place. So then you've got the kind of most of it done, and then you just need to do the arms. So I'm going to take that off to one side. Now I have already done the arms on this one, so you can see kind of what it ends up like. Now what I'm going to do is, I actually picked up the wrong one to do it with, because I wanted to get the other one ready, and I just picked up the wrong pieces. So I'm going to put that one to one side and just transform this one. So now this one, like I said, is a little bit tricky, so bear with me as I do this. So you do this, twirl this round like that. You're going to move this bit round, close that head section together like that. Bring these pieces in together so it's like a little claw hand like that. Okay, so that's one piece done. You're then going to open this bit up at the top here. You're going to swivel this piece round like that. This is going to come up here like that. I mean, you can leave this bit plugged in if you really want to. And then from memory, let's have a look. So this piece is then going to come up here like that, twirl round. You're going to get the legs like this, fold them up like that, and they're going to kind of come into this section like this. So you're going to want to fold these bits up and peg the arm bits together like that. So that's his kind of shoulder there. These bits are going to come into this space here. And again, really with this figure, that whole figure in total, this one here is also the weak link in combined mode as well. So he's the one really that kind of lets the figure down. So you got him kind of like that. You can kind of bring the shoulder out if you want to, like that. So you've got the piece like that. Obviously this one doesn't have this piece here, so it hasn't got the piece either side. But what you do with sorry about that. What you do is, you've got this bit here which is from C-clamp, and you've got the two bits here which weapons which from this piece here, and you just plop them in here like that. These bits are very easy to break, so you just need to be careful with this one. So you've got him like that. You can then, what you do is you get this bit, this one's plugged in already because that was his gun, and then get hold of that and plug them in at the bottom here like so. Peg that together like that. And there you go. So let's straighten all of this up. Okay, so we're getting them ready like this. We've got this piece here. What you then do is you pull the head forward like this, and you've got a little slot in here where you're going to pop everything in. So you kind of get them ready like that. You should then be able to slot everything in like that into that space there, and then just bring the head over that and then peg this bit down, and then that's in place like that, and straighten them all out. So let's move this arm out, and like I said, this one is kind of a little bit flopping around a little bit everywhere because it's an older toy. It's kind of been on, hasn't been doing much. So there you go. So you've got him like that. You see he's trying to do the splits on here. This one that I've got is actually not as stable as the other version that I've got. I'll show you as well. So you've got him like that. You probably want to try and tuck everything in as much as possible. Try and actually tuck these legs all the way in like that, and then that should make the arm a little bit more stable. Like I said, the legs on this one are a little bit on the wobbly side. And then you've got him in robot mode here, so you do have to kind of go back and plug a few bits in to make sure it's all intact. But there you've got him here. Now, honestly, you can see by me putting together, the arms are an absolute nightmare in terms of moving them around and everything else like this. If he's holding his weapon here, it's hard because it kind of interferes with touching the ground here, and you can't really bend it. So you've got this bit that bends in here, so there's a little bend in there, but by doing that, often you take the legs out of this kind of section here, and because of the way these bits are on kind of ball joints, but again it's quite hard to move it all around without causing it all to kind of topple over. So there he is in robot mode. The head kind of move from side to side here, can look down and look up a little bit, and then the articulation is pretty much everything that you've already seen on the other one. Now if I get the other Tripredacus done, you can kind of see what they look like alongside each other. So I'm just doing that off camera real quick. Now the thing with the other one that I've got is actually he is a little bit more stable. I think because Gimlet is a little bit newer, his legs and everything just kind of hold up that little bit much better, if that's even a word. Right, so we're nearly done. Ramhorn's the one that causes all the issues really. He's so fiddly. Let's move this round so there you've got him on one side. Move him over slightly, and there you've got the other guy in here as well. So there you are, you've got the two side by side to see what they look like. They are pretty cool. Despite all the things I've said, I do recommend getting them. They do look really cool once they've been kind of put together. It's just they're a real fiddle to do anything with after that. To give you an idea of size, they're about the size of a kind of a Voyager figure. So if I get the Toy World Slag figure, you can see up alongside him, that's the kind of size of the figure there. And then if I bring in a deluxe, so if I bring in Tarantulas here, you see there he is alongside those. And that's really it. Hope you've enjoyed the review. Like I said, let me know if there's any others that you would like to see. But that's it for now. Tripredacus and kind of the other guy, Tripledus, I don't know, but there you go. Thanks for watching, guys. Let me know what you think, and if you would like to see any more Beast Wars reviews. Cheers, bye.